from South are lazy, I guess they take afternoon nap. That's not true. I lived there. And they are a hardworking type of people, but I guess I just put it out there because I don't have any document to prove this. Nobody has it. They lost the Civil War because of the hookworms. They were most people in South. They're in remote area of Tennessee, Kentucky. We had a graduate student, that was his job, to go to remote area of the state of Tennessee. I don't know, he went to neighboring states, Louisiana, Mississippi, and he found in remote area, he found hookworms in people. You're talking about people. Okay, he found them. So it's possible to still have it in southern states. Ancylosoma caninum. Ancylosoma caninum is the hookworm of what animal? Dogs. Yeah, caninum. Dogs, cats can be found in dogs and cats. So what happens? They do cause visceral larvae. They cause cutaneous. They cause cutaneous larva migrants. Cutaneous larva migrants. It means these guys, the life cycle of these guys, I'll show you the life cycle of them in a minute, but let me talk about it first and then I'll show you the picture and we'll go over it. What happens, the larva, the L3, comes out of the egg. It's not inside of the egg anymore. Are you with me so far? It comes out of the egg, and then of course we must be in a wet environment, and the L3 in a wet environment penetrate our skin. You remember that from what organisms? It's a nice review from quiz today. Schistosoma. You remember that? That's a carrier of schistosoma penetrate skin. The larvae of these guys, the hookworms, penetrate skin. And then they go, if you would, how the life cycle. Let's talk about these two guys, Ancylosoma duodenale and Necator americanus. The L3 penetrate our skin, and then eventually they migrate, they go settle down in the intestine, and they become adult and suck blood. I'm going to make you some sense so far. What if you come across a larva L3 of dog? Well, the dog looks for the right enzymes, right protein molecule to become L4 adult. It's not there, right? Am I making some sense? So they keep migrating under your skin, and you can see a rash. I'll show you some pictures. Under your skin. Of course, you don't see it moving. They move very slowly. But you see a rash, a line of rash. And you can put some 1% hydrocortisone on it. They sell it in drugstore on shelf. You get rid of it, you kill them. But if you don't kill them, what happens after 24, 48 hours, just like schistosoma dermatitis, you remember that? They die. Your immune system will fight them off, kill them. That's the end of it. Okay? So that's what it's not as dangerous as visceral larval migrants. Okay? Cutaneous larval migrants, not much of a problem. Okay, if you would. Here it is, life cycle of it. You can see the foot or hand anywhere. So the eggs, it's a morulated egg. Look at the thickness of the shell. Very thin compared to the Ascaroides families. You remember that? This cannot stay in the environment. It has to be in a wet environment to become L2, wrapped into form larva, and then becomes L4, fleury-form larva. Do not worry about these terminologies. You're not taking parasitology. But the L3 larva will penetrate skin anywhere in the body and eventually end up into the small intestine, male and female. Some of these L3 are female, some of them are male, and in the intestine they copulate and release the egg, the feces, into the water. Right? Direct life cycle. Does not need any fish, does not need any snail, does not need anything. Direct life cycle. And here it is. This is the actual worm, if you would. And here's a human intestine. They're sucking blood. And of course, that's the mouth. And here is the copulatory bursa. The male, as I said, have copulatory bursa, grab onto female. The female does not have it. So the male have the copulatory bursa, grabs onto female, and this is the arrow. It's showing you the spicules. That is the spicules right here. These are the bursa. All of this is bursa, and this is the spicules, which moves the vagina and, of course, transfers the sperm. We already talked about that. Here is the mouth, having cutting plates or teeth. These are teeth, and cutting plates would be a little different than this. That's the mouth of these animals. They do not have 3 lips. Right? The hookworms. I'm talking about hookworms. We do have them in the lab. The slides are available to you in the lab for enjoyment and pleasure. Huh? Look, you guys don't like that stuff. I grew up with them for 3 years, 4 years. Here it is. Here's a cutaneous larval migrant right here in the foot of a person. It's migrating. And of course, he's the wrong post for. If it was Mercator americanus or Ancylostoma duodenale, it would straight go right into the foot and go into the blood circulation and then go find the intestine. Okay, so but this is the wrong host. It's migrating and hoping to come across the enzyme or protein molecules that becomes L4 adult. So this is a case of Ancylostoma caninum, cutaneous larva migrants. Let's stop right here. And I have many interesting stories to say about that one, that Trichinella spiralis. Anyhow, is there any question?